Hello there. The IS-7 has been played nearly 500,000 times on the EU server in the last 30 days. And while this is the highest of any heavy tank at tier 10, it's also the 6th lowest average damage per game of any heavy tank at tier 10. So in this video, we're going to go through 3 different setups and see what the IS-7 is all about. Okay, so for our first game, we're on Serene Coast. Now we are going to take the, well, probably controversial opinion of going to C1. Probably not a smart option because this doesn't have gun depression. I think the majority of people that struggle with the IS-7 probably struggle with the pen and the speed more than anything. The thing is with the IS-7 is that it is fast, but its terrain assistances are so bad that you really need all the field mods and as much as kind of equipment-wise you can help with. You want to have Bounty Turbo, you want to have Bond Turbo ideally, you know, just to make it as fast as possible, because otherwise you really don't go fast enough. And it's also the reason why you'll see a lot of people use mobility builds with it. So this Foch is very aggressive, but we are fully hull down here. And they can't really overpush me either, which is very, very good. So we can happily just sit here and just start farming the Foch, hopefully. I mean, the standard pen is only 250, and the premium pen is only 303, which even when you use the premium, it can be sometimes so annoying that you just can't even pen the lower plates of like angled tanks, etc. because you just don't have the pen. Like E100s, when they're fully angled, can sometimes be a problem for you. I mean, this, not so much. Like, IS-7 lower plate at this type of range, not a problem for standard rounds. But yeah, definitely quite well-angled and slope plates will have issues. I mean, this guy's now just dead to the phase 1. And the Fochby is still at the back there. I mean, he shouldn't be able to see our lower plate, so we should be absolutely fine. I mean, one of the best things about the IS-7 is the turret. It is very, very resilient to near enough anything you're going to meet. I mean, the EBR dies, which is very, very good for us. Now, seeing if we can get lucky. RNG, like, puts it down or something. We know that the FV 215B183 is at the back of the map because the 279 got hit by him. But yeah, this gun depression is a bit of a pain to deal with. Yes, hello Fochby. And of course they knock out my my driver directly after. Really? You're still penning this? I love how they can't push this because there's so many tank destroyers at the back. There is the FV. And the Foch is running. So we need to now be a little bit more aggressive. Fast as we can regarding dead driver. Wow, this is slow. This is really, really slow. Yay, my driver's back. Now, we obviously have the slight problem of the Foch is going to be at the back there. And the FV is probably still going to be chilling on the corner there. Oh, hello. Nice. At least the Foch is out that corner now, which is very, very good for us. The FE is just there, so we can now push up. Oh, wow. Okay. As you would have probably seen, we are using Turbo Rammer Stab. On this tank, I don't bother with hardening, because I feel like I want to have Stab, I need the Rammer, and I need Turbo to make this thing faster. I don't use Grousers, I don't care about Grousers. Okay, if you want to use Grousers, go ahead and use Grousers, but I really don't care about them. I'm not a Grouser believer. 3.4, 777 assistance, not too bad, but definitely could be better. I mean, to free mark one of these things, it's nearly 4.2, so definitely need a bit more. Okay, we now have the IS-7 set up in a way that is the worst possible setup. I mean, technically we do have field mods maxed out, but none of them are used, but we are using the Peasant Loadout. I mean, there is going to be someone on this corner probably. Hello, Chief. He actually hits it. I mean, we get across though, so it's okay. But yeah, this is the worst possible loadout for the IS-7 because you kind of want to have food. You want anything to boost up the terrain distances. And also, I understand that some people are going to use Grousers in combination with Turbo to get like a meme build, and that's completely fine. But I think that if you're trying to play this like properly and just you're playing solo and you're not going to be just ramming everything, I'd just go with Turbo Rammer Stab. Their light tanks, sorry, are really, really aggressive. Wow, okay. The RT is dead. I cannot save this. Nope. This is an interesting layout from my team, I've got to admit. One into the lower plate of the E100 though. That's good. Yeah, this is not ideal. PvP is also there. It means the E100 has managed to come around behind us. He's using the big gun, so he has a long reload. A little bit worried if the Chief is still here. Oh, gun depression. There we go. Let me just back off. Let the E100 side scrape. You can reverse side scrape in this tank. I don't know why he rushed it so much. I took 2 for it. He hits that though. I will say, this is just a very, very painful experience playing the tank like this. You just feel like a slug. I mean, I think we're dead now though. Should be able to get one more in. How does that bounce? There we go. And he bounces that. You know what? I like this mouse though. He's kind of protecting me. The gorilla's up here. This is actually kind of nice. Okay, nice. It's not completely awful. I don't think the Progetto's gonna... Oh, I was gonna say, I don't think he's gonna peek again because the gorilla's up there. Yeah, I don't know whether he knew the gorilla was up there. I also don't know the situation over the other side of the map because obviously we can't see the people that have been detected over that side for their health. So we have no idea whether or not they are very, very healthy or not. I think what I'm gonna do is just sit here, see if the chief crosses this. He could also just come back to the middle and kill me. So that's also an option. If he hasn't crossed now, he's gone wide. He's not going to be crossing that from there. I think I can just watch the middle of the map. Yep. We still have our DBV, SDRV, so it's pretty good. The thing is, we are 2 tanks down, but they're also 2 artillery. So if we can kind of just hide behind these buildings, and as long as the artillery doesn't move, we're okay. Hello, 268V5. I can obviously spot through the E100. The 30B was last seen on 1500 health, though. I'm not too sure whether or not the SDRV spots if he crosses this bit, because I won't be able to see it either. Can't really do much against the chief currently. I think the best option is actually to back off from here and see if I can just go back over this way. It'd be a little bit safer, especially maybe hide my lower plate over here. Because sitting out in the open there is not inspiring confidence. I mean... Okay, they're fighting that. They are getting shot though. So right on the edge of this. I'm just going to try and put a few blind shots into this. That looked like it hit. I didn't see a splash behind it. Or it go through the bush, so... And then the Gorilla 15 will hopefully finish off that. Nice. The Gorilla will finish off that. I don't need to do anything against him. The Gorilla just missed. All he had to do was just not, just rush the shot. Nice. Okay, thank goodness the mouse is gaming. Right, the STRV is now dying, though. Yeah. Whereabouts did he get shot from? Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around into this garage area, whatever it is, factory, and then come out around behind these rubble piles here. There obviously is the issue of the Batchat RT can just kill me, but we should hopefully be able to spot the cap. He's actually not in the cap. But someone else is in the cap. I'm guessing it's the V5. There's the RT. He missed though, which is good. Something shot. Something shot from the back there. Bosch B is all the way back here. I have no way of spotting the cap though. He can just sit behind the cap here. So I'm guessing the STRV is in the cap currently. Hello. Right, he should be out now. Is it a free shell mag? I mean, we're going to lose by capping anyway. I need to try and spot him or something, which I don't think is possible. We do spot him. Maybe we can decap now? I don't know if anyone has shots. No. Oh well, I mean, we tried. And now it is time for the field mods of the IS-7. We go for the left-hand side for the first one, because we are not using hardening, so we don't care about the track health. Also, because of the terrain distances with the IS-7, you kind of are required to have this side, otherwise you're just way too slow. Then we go left, right, then I'm just going to leave this one blank, and I'll explain why in a second. And then for the last one, we're going to go for hit points, because we're using stab anyway. Now let me explain why that 7th field mod doesn't necessarily matter. For the setup we have Bond Turbo, food, and we have off-road driving with rubbers and arms. So technically, the most that you can get out of this tank without using fuel or something like that. Now, if we were to use the left-hand side, which gives us 4 kilometers hour to the top speed, you'll see that it actually only goes up to 67. So we're technically gaining 2 kilometers hour, and that's it. So I would rather just leave this blank and just stay at 65, and then I have better aim time at least. Now, obviously, if you're using the meme build, right, where you go with grousers as well, and then you have the slot bonus, then yes, obviously choose that field mod. But I'm just going to leave it at the 65, because you're never reaching that on medium soft anyway. Well, welcome to Mountain Pass, where you shall not pass. Okay, so Centurion Action 10 is up here. We're going to try and go up onto the little balcony area where the Progetto is and see if we can shoot anyone. The E100, AMX M454, and a Chironte. Okay, that's not too bad for tanks to deal with. I'm guessing that vast majority of the heavies are going to be down the other side of the map though. Obviously right now we are using the full Hard Loadout, where we have Bond equipment, we have all the field mods, nothing but premium ammo, as if you're trying to free mark this vehicle. Oh, E100 is here. And the Peugeot has backed off as well, which is quite nice for me, actually. So let's see if we can put one into you. That is an incredibly lucky pen. I get that we are slightly taller than him and we are aiming down, so his armor is a bit worse, but not by that much, you know? Like, we still have 303 APCR at the end of the day, which is definitely not good. The E100 has had a fantastic game. He's thoroughly enjoyed his gaming experience. And next up is the E3. No, I don't know what's going on in this game, but we're just going to continue. There we go, one more. Already up to 2.5. This is a very good start. But again, this is just the start. We don't want to be, you know, we need to keep the pressure on, so to speak. I remember there is a shot there. I can never remember whereabouts it is. I know it's like in the track and you can like find a little tiny angle to shoot it, but I never remember exactly. There we go. I need to be more aggressive somehow, but I don't know how without taking a monstrous shot from the E3. I think what we're going to do is maybe just take the hit from the E3, because this game is very much over. There we go. I mean, okay, the Batchat might take the hit anyway. There we go, one into him. And then we just continue. Need a little bit more out of this game if we can get it. It'd be very nice to get 5k. No shot on the DVV. The AMX has gone back this side. The AMX is right here. There's the FV, so we're safe from that. We can just continue pushing this and just go wide around here. What I want to do is just continue going wide, because the thing is, I'm then safe from anybody like the FV and friends over that way. And plus, I still have shots on this guy as well. So we just keep him here and maybe track him again. We'll just keep him tracked there. Lovely, that's 5k as well. And then we can just continue. The FV and friends are over this side. Unlucky, but we just continue again. The game is over. The Rhino is there. DVV is up there. We can go hold down against the FV over here. We'll just fully aim this. Okay, we started moving back, so we had to shoot, but luckily it still hit. You can get a little bit of assistance as well. Very unlucky against the Centurion. We've been very unlucky against the Centurion in general. Like, both of the Centurions. Even if we get one shot by the FV, it's not an issue. Let's see if I can ram him, actually. Hello! Oh, a little bit of ram. Very nice. And maybe you can finish him off. Lovely! 6.8. Very good. 7.5k combined. Very, very good. So in total, it was 8.6k combined. We got 6.8k damage. Obviously, as I said in game, it was 7.5, but that's only because Marks of Excellence only counts either tracking or spotting. But this was a very, very good game. Apply. I honestly do feel like the IS-7 is one of those tanks that when it's fully maxed out, it's lovely. Like with the Bond Turbo, you get all the field mods, because without it, it feels too slow. As you would have probably seen in that last game, there's a stark difference between what I was playing in the middle game, where it felt quite sluggish, and then that game where we just played. And I do fully understand why this is such a low average damage per game tank. One, because it is so popular and the average player is playing it, but two, because there is such a difference between when you first get this vehicle and then it fully maxed out, because it is an absolute animal once you have all the field mods and max it out completely.